And for your top story this hour, US President Donald Trump is set to host the inaugural meeting of his Board of Peace in Washington on February the 19th. The board, formed to address the reconstruction of Gaza, will include world leaders who accepted Trump's invitation and members of an executive committee overseeing Gaza's governance and security. The meeting aims to raise funds for Gaza's rebuilding, with Trump seeking robust participation. The meeting comes a day before Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu's scheduled meeting with Trump, despite Israel not yet joining the board. We are now being joined by Major General A.K. Sawachi, who's joining us from New Delhi. Thank you so much for joining us here today. What more can you tell us about more people joining this board and what they all want to do in the months coming forward now?
See, as far as the Board of Peace is concerned, remember that in the sideline of Davos, the Board of Peace meeting first took place, and as there are certain countries which signed as a member of Board of Peace. Now the first inaugural meeting is going to take place in Washington on 19th February. Now the problem which is coming is that not too many countries have volunteered to become a Board of Peace, and especially the European countries, none of them except Hungary. There are countries which have shown initiative are basically the countries which are there in Middle East, because the problem which is coming is that a Board of Peace, which was basically meant for reconstruction activity in Gaza, is now what Donald Trump has made it. It has a larger ramification, that it will be an alternative to United Nations, and it will able to dictate terms to the world over. So it is undermining the authority of United Nations and the Security Council. And what will happen is that as far as Board of Peace is concerned, apex, the chairman will be the Donald Trump. So it means he will be the only one who will be having a veto power, and the rest of them will follow what will be dictated by Donald Trump. Now, so there is a lot of doubt which is coming, and that's why not many countries have joined. There are only few. And another restriction which is imposed is, if you want to become a permanent member, then you have to donate $1 billion. So that's a very huge amount. But having said so, now let's see how things pan out. This can play a crucial role in reconstruction activity in Gaza, because it has got a mandate for that. Because what Donald Trump is trying to convey, this meeting will focus on Gaza, that how we will now unfold and what will be the roadmap of reconstruction. He wants the donation to come so that the countries can donate, and there is a corpus money which is formed. He being on the apex, and there is an executive committee in which Marco Rubio, Secretary of State, is there. His son-in-law is also there, Jared Kushner, and also the ex-Prime Minister of UK is there, Tony Blair. So this is the executive committee, and there are members of Board of Peace, which will be the country which have signed it in January this year only. So let's see how things pan out. But to me, it looks like that there is a danger where a number of countries are saying that this is nothing else but Donald Trump trying to show to the world that he is a supreme commander and everything will happen the way he wants. And as far as international community is feeling that this will undermine the authority of United Nations. That's a very important thing. India has not signed it. India does not want to be part of it. It is wait and watch policy, because India feels that in case India become part of it, then there is a chances of that the US will try to intervene, or Donald Trump can intervene in the Kashmir issue, which India has been time and again telling that as far as J&K is concerned, it's a bilateral issue between India and Pakistan. And there is no question of mediation by any third party. So India is keeping its card very close to its chest. India has not become a part of Board of Peace. It is wait and watch policy which is following.
And in this summit that's coming up with their first meeting together, talking about the reconstruction and the start of reconstruction of Gaza, what can we expect to hear after this summit? expecting to hear there's going to be a set plan, there's going to be a timeline? What do you think we're going to hear about it?
Yeah, of course. This will be, what they are trying to convey is that they will make a time plan for reconstruction activity in Gaza. For that to happen, one must remember when this peace treaty was signed between Israel and Hamas and brokered by the US, it has three phases. Phase one was a ceasefire and handover of the hostages which are already done. But the second very important thing is disarming of Hamas. That has not taken place so far. It will be a most tricky situation. Will this board of peace members will they be required to do that? How it will happen? Because though the ceasefire is there, but still hostility has been. More than 400 Palestinians have killed after October last year, and about four Israeli soldiers have been killed. So the first important point is demilitarization and disarming of Hamas. That is the current point. Thereafter, obviously, the reconstruction activity has to take place, which will be monitored by the executive committee, and the board of peace members will be also contributing it. A lot of donation has to come all over the world so that this reconstruction activity can start. I suppose this is possible, but what is important is the hurdle which is coming is the demilitarization and also disarming of Hamas. How it will be done, whether it will be successful or not, is Hamas ready to sort of disarm itself? This is a big question mark, and this is where the problem will strike. But as far as reconstruction activity concerned, there will be a roadmap made. Let's see how things pan out.
And how are the key US allies responding to this board of peace? Are they fully on board, skeptical, or just staying away?
Majority of them are staying away. They are skeptical, especially the European countries. They are feeling it. This board of peace will undermine the authority of United Nations, and they feel that it will be single-handedly handled by Donald Trump. He will be the chairman. He will be the dictating the term, and this is not only restricted to reconstruction of Gaza, but it has got international ramification. It will oversee other, conflicts which are going in the world. So therefore, not too many countries have confidence and faith, and majority European countries have not signed. And the countries which have signed are basically the one which are in Middle East, and certain other countries like Indonesia and all, and Pakistan obviously has grabbed that opportunity. But how things will now roll out, let's see it. To me, it looks like it's a Herculean task even for reconstruction of Gaza, because until unless you do not disarm Hamas and demilitarize the area, the next step is very difficult to follow.
And what challenges or controversies do you think might arise from how the Board of Peace is formed and how it's now going to move on with the people that are joining?
What happened is there can be three, issues which are there in this controversy. One is the majority of European countries which are considered very close to US, and they're part and member of NATO and the countries of European Union. They have not come forward and joined it. They are skeptical about the aim of this Board of Peace. The second thing is that not too many countries have signed. India is not signed. China and Russia were also invited. They have not taken initiative to sign it. There are only few countries which have signed. They are not those countries which will make an impact. So therefore, the one point is it does not have an international acceptance, because majority of countries are feeling it, that it will undermine the authority of a United Nations, which is a multilateral and multinational organization, whereas this Board of Peace is being now built on a framework where Donald Trump will call the shot and everyone has to follow it.
Thank you. Don't go too far as we